It's week 4 of the National Football League.
And coming up next, it's the Jets, leader at quarterback.
He's going to have to air it out plenty this week. It's the Jets and the Bills, next on Madden Football.
Greetings from just across the New York-New Jersey border in New Jersey at MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. So good to have you with us. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson, Greg Wild, first month of the calendar in the NFL. That's some great... The punter, Bradley Pinion, will handle kickoff duties. And off we go from MetLife Stadium. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. The Buffalo offense set to go to work for the first time. They'll be led by the big fella, 6'5" quarterback Josh Allen.
Last week's performance, Mike, probably when you go back and look at it, the thing that stands out the most is just a little bit too inconsistent for their liking. I mean, he found a way to ultimately lead his team to a victory, and that's the biggest thing. But with that said, he has to do a better job of keeping the ball from getting into the wrong hands. He got too careless at times, and they made him pay for it. If he does that here today, he might not get so lucky.
From the gun, Josh Allen. A short throw caught by Kincaid. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9. Here's a first carry for their running back. Up the sideline, past midfield. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line.
It's definitely nice to have one of those bruising, punishing backs kind of help wear down the defense. But I'll tell you what, you can give me a flat-out electric runner like this guy any day of the week. He can turn on those jets, get in that high gear, and he is gone.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. They'll stay on the ground. Fighting off tackles, pushing his way forward. Good gain of about 4. Here's a 2nd and 6. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he'll get back maybe to the line of scrimmage, but probably going to be a loss of a yard here. What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? Out of the gun, here's Allen. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. Tyler Bass on to try the field goal. Spot at the 45. This is a 55-yard attempt. Bass's kick is good. And the Bills will take a 3-0 lead.
And that's a good drive right out of the gate. They're able to make some plays, move the ball down the field. I know they didn't get a touchdown, but that is a good, positive result.
This returnable from the 4. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. So the Jets offense ready to take over for the first time. And taking the snaps, the quarterback now in his 3rd year in the league.
There's been a lot of talk coming into this week, Mike, about whether or not he'd be able to keep this hot streak going. And while I don't know if he'll be able to produce that absurd stat line like he did a week ago, I think he's more than capable of having another strong outing here in this one. I mean, somehow, if he can replicate last week's success, I think it's pretty safe to say he's got a chance to leave here with another win.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. Open man is Robinson. Here's 3rd and 7. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. He's got his man. That's down. 13 yards on the catch there. And the Jets have a first down.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
Trying to set up the screen, but he just had to spike that one. This will be incomplete. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. To the air one more time. That's to the running back, Breece Hall. And he can't get away. They rally to the football on defense and bring him down for no gain. It is 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, he'll throw. This one is caught by Robinson. And a good short tackle right there. It sets up 4th down. On comes the punt team now for the Jets. Oh, not the greatest punt there. This is going to hit and go out of bounds. The Bills offense ready to see the football for the second time. And they're going to hear it from this crowd. They're backed up deep as they start 1st and 10. And he'll be brought down at about the 13-yard line.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, this offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
2nd down and 8. From the gun, it's Allen. He'll go right and find his running back. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Allen. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Fuller.
The best way, Mike, for a defense to bait these bad throws is don't allow the quarterback to throw the ball to their first read. By the time he gets to the 3rd or 4th read, in this case, the defender has already put himself in position, jump that route, challenge the receiver, and that's a big-time takeaway.
The Jets offense ready for their 2nd possession. They'll start with a golden opportunity here to move out in front. Great field position to start out. It's 1st and 10. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Here's a shot toward the end zone.
The defender saw this the entire way, Mike. He actually ran the route before the receiver even got to his spot. I think they're fortunately this one didn't end up getting picked and going the other way.
Going to be hauled in. He's got it. I say unlikely. Touchdown, Jets. It's his 3rd touchdown on the year.
When you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their 2nd possession.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Bills offense ready to get back at it. They trail by 4. Touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. Here's Allen to throw. Oh, wide open. It is Williams for the grab. An even 20 yards. Impressive start to this drive. They'll come up here 1st and 10. To throw is Allen. There's a throw right side. Going to be incomplete. Rashad Bateman, the intended target. And it'll bring up 2nd down. Now Allen. Pass complete right side to Kincaid. It's a pickup of 12. 1st down, Buffalo. One more time going up top with Allen. Nice chunk here in this good-looking drive. Pickup of 14 and a 1st down.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. But think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target, and I don't think it's going to be his last.
Throwing again, it's Allen. He'll complete this one to Rashad Bateman. And he'll be taken down.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now, this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's first and goal.
This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, second and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor. When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards.
That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. Picked off by Joshua Williams.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's position. Being able to get himself to a spot, get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's first and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's caught downfield by Robinson. It will be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that any time a team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. We just saw a great example of it here.
Here's Hall. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down. Here's carry number 1 for the former Bulldog, Zamir White. And the tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line.
The goal of every offense, Mike, is to find a way to establish a balance between the run and the pass. With some success here early on the ground, will open up things as the game unfolds for the quarterback of this passing game.
His throw on first down is going to be incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category, but the biggest thing...
And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes.
Pretty evident that the defense is just giving no time of day to any run actions. They are playing pass all the way, and he can continue to give as many play-action fakes as he wants. It hasn't affected anybody, and in this case, it results in a sack.
He was looking. It's going to lead to a fourth down.
Well, if you're going to target him in the end zone, you better come correct, man, because this guy, he embraces those moments of one-on-one coverage when it matters the most, and I think he just saved 6 by getting his hands on that one.
And this is going to work out for him. Out of bounds, and they'll mark it inside the 10. So now here comes the Buffalo offense heading back out onto the field. They'll have a long field ahead of them as they start first and 10. They'll go play action here with Allen. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
They'll come up on a second down and 8. final throw. That's over the middle, but it's incomplete. Keon Coleman, the intended receiver. And it's going to bring up a third down. Here's Allen to throw. He's got his man. Right side. It's complete. His second grab on this drive. Good for 11 yards, but most importantly, a first down.
This may look like a simple connection, Mike, just pitch and catch, but I can promise you the amount of time these two guys have spent together on the practice field, in the meeting rooms, just getting on the same page, seeing the game through the same set of eyes, it makes what's pretty difficult seem a lot easier.
They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a first down. This crowd hoping for a challenge, and they're going to get their wish. The red flag is on the field. At issue, was he able to stay in bounds? The NFL rules, you're looking for either 2 feet or a body part that is not a hand to be down with possession of the ball. No bobbling, the ball not moving around. He has control, so that's what the referee is looking at here. So the challenge is unsuccessful, and he's going to have to be careful here because he has just one challenge for the remainder of the game. And he's close to another first down. He's brought down just shy of the marker. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. On the handoff, it is Williams running to the right. And he'll work his way for about 4 yards. And that's good enough for a first down. From the gun, Josh Allen. This one complete to Bateman. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. On play action, Allen. This one caught by the back out of the backfield. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Now it's Allen. That's to the left side and taken in by Coleman. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line.
There's a reason certain guys, Mike, just always seem to be open. It's really because route running is more art than it is science. How do you manipulate the defense to find open spots or win versus man to create separation and earn the trust of your quarterback?
He pulls it in around the 5. And the Bills are looking at a first and goal as he's taken down at the 2-yard line. Going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone. Motion the slot man left. They'll try to run it with Williams. He slams it in there, and he is in. Kyren Williams. Touchdown, Bills. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finish it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
Following the touchdown, pass is back to kick it off. This one taken at the 7. Oh, he's got room past the 30. The Jets offense ready to get back to work. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. Now, faking the give. He'll air it out. Deep for Wilson. That is knocked away. Incomplete. Good coverage there defensively. All over him. And it'll be second down. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. He's going to dial up another deep ball. And he will score. Garrett Wilson. Touchdown, New York. A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
The extra point is up and through. And the Jets are on top. It's 14-10. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This is going to be taken in at the 3. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. So Allen and the Bills getting set for their next possession. He's had things all his way in the first half. Those numbers are sensational. He looks to add to him with another drive here. Open man is Bateman. He's got him. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. 1st and 10. Here's Allen. And he's going to have to eat this one. And down he goes.
That's the pursuit by this defensive end. The quarterback tries to escape the pocket, but he just keeps on chasing him, and he closes that ground in a hurry and brings him down for a big sack.
Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he'll take this up past the 40. Pick up a 5. Here's a 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. Thrown left side. The catch is made. That's his first reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on 3rd down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
And he's close to another 1st down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. 2nd and a yard. They'll turn and hand this one off. And I don't think he got there with that one. Only needed a yard. Wrapped up at the line of scrimmage. And now we're looking at 3rd down. Trying to pick this one up on the ground. And he'll work his way down to the 32-yard line. And that is enough for a 1st down.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the 1st down.
Here's 2nd and 2. Out of the gun, here's Allen. Got his man at the 6. What a pickup, a gain of 18. And it sets up 1st and goal.
In order for this play to be successful against man coverage, Mike, 2 things need to happen. 1, the quarterback has to anticipate the break. He has to get that ball out on time. And then the rest is the receiver creating the separation at the top. And when both are accomplished, you can see what the results are.
Down to the 4, it'll be 2nd and goal. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. The training staff going to look, and will step out for a moment. Inside the 5, it is 2nd and goal. Here's Allen to throw. That's hauled in at the 2. And he's so close to the goal line. Couldn't get that ball extended. They keep him out, and it sets up 3rd and goal. The tight end Kincaid in motion. And waiting, no signal. He did not get in. And that's going to bring up 4th and goal.
And what a play by the interior of this defensive line. There was nowhere to run. He's able to get in the backfield for a big stop, and it sets up 4th down.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Bills are back within a point. It's 14-13.
You know, I think it's safe to say here, Mike, as this offense leaves the field, they wanted to stay out there and go for it. But I think in this case, the coach is playing the long game. He understands that these 3 points now can end up being very valuable as this game moves along.
From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run, and it's hauled. And he's going to be stopped in his tracks. He'll lose a couple of yards on that one.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Here's a 2nd and 12. They'll look to throw. This one is caught by Robinson. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. A gain there of 10 yards. Good for a Jets 1st down.
And this is why most teams might decide to take the ball first after the halftime break, because they want to be able to control this middle 4. At the end of the 1st half, you can use your timeout. You can use some strategy to steal an extra possession. If they're able now to go down and come away with points, they'll have a chance to double it up again right after the halftime break.
They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's 2nd and 6. Pass right side to down. Now a timeout, Jets. It'll be their 2nd, as they'll stop it just a little bit over 30 seconds to go in this 1st half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw yet again. And they're going to take this into the red zone to the 15-yard line.
There's this misconception out there, Mike, that in the NFL you have to run the same amount of run plays as you do pass plays. And as you're seeing in this drive, you can fall on one side of that coin a little bit more as long as you're able to remain effective and efficient. So far, their passing game has dominated here early, and that last pickup leads to a 1st down.
They'll look to throw again. And this throw out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
They let a golden opportunity slip away on that one. That's the matchup that they wanted. They just couldn't quite capitalize on it.
No issues there. This one is good. And the Jets going to tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the 1st half. Final 2nd now of this 1st half as this one is away. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touched back, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. On 1st down, it's Allen. And that is incomplete. One final chance does not work out. Time has expired. The first half has come to an end.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. More from you and Greg in a moment. But first, time for a look around the NFL to see what's going on here and what's already been an eventful afternoon of football. We'll get started up at Cleveland Browns Stadium in Cleveland, where you see the final score there. Tua Tagovailoa, a strong performance there, over 300 yards passing with 3 touchdowns in the victory. We'll stay in the AFC South as we head one state over to check on the Indianapolis Colts at home at Lucas Oil Stadium. And they were losers in that one as they fall to the visiting Tennessee Titans. 38-14, the final score. Lastly, let's get out to Jacksonville, see what's happening with the Jaguars at TIAA Bank Field. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Houston Texans. Travis Etienne, a touchdown run in the victory. These two teams ready for the second half, and so are we. So let's get you back out to Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Coach, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula to come out on top in this second half. Coming up, they're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3. And this will work out quite well. They'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. The Jets offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he has been in control of this offense. Want to run you through some of the action from earlier on. You've got the 2 touchdown passes, over 200 passing yards. He has been excellent all game long. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They'll start this on the ground. And here's White. And that'll be a pickup of 3. They face 2nd down and 7. On play action, he'll set up to throw. To the left side and taken in by down. They pick up 17 through the air. And the Jets have a 1st down.
These crossing concepts are frequently used, Mike, throughout the entire game, all across the league. And what it does is it creates a lot of natural rubs. You run out the backside of the defense and rely heavily on the yards after the catch, and it's exactly how they're able to pick up this big game.
And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down. He'll drop to throw. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. Here's a 3rd down and 4. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and it also gives some credit to the back end doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away.
The Bills offense, and Josh Allen headed back onto the field, and he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long. And he'll be brought down after a short pickup to the 24. Jordan Fuller in that time for the stop. From the shotgun, it's Allen. That's to the left side where he's got Kincaid. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7. A handoff as they try to run it here. They'll try to get back to the line, but he's not happening. Going to lose a yard. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Now Allen Oh, trying to set up the screen, but that is going to fall incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate. And that's a great job defensively here on third down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn it to a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the first down.
The Bills bringing on their punting unit. And he's going to be hit and dropped right away. That's great coverage there. Winds up with nothing on the return. Garrett Wilson and the Jets offense now heading back onto the field. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. We're going to start this drive on the ground. It's Hall. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Another run here with Hall. And he'll get this close to the first down. It's a pickup of 4, but it still leaves 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it with Hall. And he is going to have a Jets first down. They're able to convert, albeit not by much, but they get it on 3rd and a yard. They'll go again with Hall. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. Now this time they'll look to throw. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him. He really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on 3rd down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun. And he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. He'll find Hall out of the backfield. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Back to the air one more time. That's to Robinson. He's got it. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9. Throwing now from the gun to the tight end, Likely. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Now this looks like a design run. He'll get about 3, and that's going to lead to 3rd down.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You can see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going, short game.
They'll bring him down right at the 35, and that is good enough. They pick up the first down.
In real time from up here, Mike, I couldn't tell whether or not he got it at first glance, but I think after seeing the replays we have up here, it looked like he and his blockers got just enough, and they're going to be able to keep this drive alive.
A gain of 16 yards. Good for a Jets first down.
So as we take a look at the box score, Mike, you realize here they got the lead. We're in the second half, but they don't have a lot of rush yards. It's because they use the passing game to score points and establish the lead. Now, how we judge their run game is from here to the end of the game. Can they pile up yards now in the second half and close this game out?
Here's a 2nd and 9. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Good drive to this point. Now can you convert on 3rd and 3? Now they'll set up to throw. This is caught at 2. And the Jets are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. They're able to convert there on 3rd and 3.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
He'll get this forward. No signal. They're going to mark him down at the 1. The ball a little closer now. It is 2nd and goal. One more time, they give it to Hall. And this time, he's in. Reese Hall. Touchdown, New York. Taking care of business on the ground to get the score. And, Greg, the big guys up front, they deserve some praise on that one.
Absolutely, Mike. And it really only takes one guy to distort the defense and win his block. But in this case, give credit to the entire unit. They did their job, and they reward their offense with a touchdown.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This fielded at about the 9. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. The Bills offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. The deficit is double digits, so work to do as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. To throw is Allen. A short throw caught by Kincaid. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Gun, here's Allen. That's to Kincaid once again. And he's going to get this to the 37-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Handoff here, up the middle. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. From the gun, Josh Allen. Pass complete, right side to Kincaid. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the 1st down. They'll go play action. And the rush too strong. For the sack.
With the right personnel, the safety position is like the ultimate chess piece, right? You can put him in center field to play pass. You can bring him up and make him a pseudo linebacker. But you also can bring him on pressure, Mike, and that's what this guy does so well. The timing and the speed, he got there in a hurry.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Play action. It's Allen. Going left side down the field, and it's complete. A gain there of 24 yards. Good for a Bills 1st down. They go play action now. Here's Allen. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. From the gun, it's Allen. That's out to the flat, and it's complete.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short game.
On third down, it's Josh Allen.
Some of the best safeties that we have seen in the last couple generations, like Troy Polamalu, Earl Thomas, they kind of reestablished that rover safety mentality where you can't really predict where they're going to be pre or post snap, but they've earned that trust. The coaches understand. They might give up a play or two here or there, but overall, they're going to make a lot of game-changing plays like we just saw there. I think he was trying to bend that one in, Mike. He wanted to look like you off the old tee box, right to left draw. But instead, he just kind of hung it out there, and he ends up missing it wide right.
The Jets offense and receiver Garrett Wilson getting set for their next drive. And he's had some kind of game. They made it a point to get him involved early. Boy, did that pay great dividends to this point. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. On the option, here's Hall. And he's close to the first down. Gets 4 yards on the gain, but it will bring up 3rd down. They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. And he will have the first down. He caught it short of the line to gain, but knows right where that marker is. And he's able to pick up that first down.
At this point in the game, Mike, it really starts coming down to the number of possessions. So that's a huge first down conversion. Fresh set of downs. Now, the balance is stay aggressive and maintain the ball, but also start working this clock.
And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. He'll look to throw. There's that catch.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
He's got his man. Complete to Wilson. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. They'll run over center with White. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Give up the middle with Hall. He's taken down just shy of the 10.
2-possession lead, 4th quarter. This is the time, Mike, when you really can rely heavily on your run game. Everybody in the stadium knows you're going to run it, including the defense. They just can't come up with an answer to stopping it.
Shotgun snap and a give to White. And they'll get this only to about the 10. Defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's 3rd down.
A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 7. Let's go.
Back to throw. Oh, that may be the break they needed. That one's intercepted.
These second-half red zone opportunities are critical, Mike. I mean, you're not going to score every single time you get down here, but it feels like at this point in the game, this might be my last chance to get this deep. You've got to make the most of those limited opportunities. At least come away with 3. You're hoping for 6, but in this case, you come away with 0.
The visitors' offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. Greg, sitting up here with you. This is not the same energy we saw from this team at the start of the game. How much has the defense kind of sapped it out of them?
Oh, I think it's a big factor in this game. And when you start taking the ball away at the rate that they have today, It takes a lot of the confidence out of the offense, and I think that's the body language that you're referring to. There is a lot of doubt creeping in to this offense, and it's almost becoming the point where you don't want to be the guy with the ball because you're afraid you're going to give it up. And when it gets to that, and as an offense, you're in trouble.
Hook him up on a 2nd down and 8. He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throw away. Now Allen facing 3rd and long. That one is batted away. Incomplete. No separation that time. Tightly defended. It brings up 4th down. He'll try and throw for it with Allen. And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see, can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
The home team's offense and their big play wideout getting set for their next possession. They start with the lead and the football. They do so with tremendous field position. It's 1st and 10. On the give, it's Hall. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. 2nd down and 8. The give to White. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. Here's a chance to put this game away. 1st down and goal. They'll run. It's Hall. And a short pickup down inside the 10. And we'll see a timeout used by the defense, stopping it right out of the break. 1:57 to go in the game. They drop him back at the 10. Good job so far by the defense protecting the short field. Now it's 3rd and goal. This defense standing up in the red zone. They stop him for no gain. And now it's 4th and goal. The Jets will send out the field goal unit. This about as short as you can get. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Jets add on to their lead.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in 1st and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense, settling for too many field goals.
Following the kickoff, we have an injured player on the field. That is a worrisome development here late in the game. This is 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Allen. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, like, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Here we go. This is 4th down. He dives, and what a catch for the 1st down. Throwing again, it's Allen. That is downfield into the hands of Keon Coleman. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. This one complete to Bateman. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. A pass caught right side by Coleman. So this one in the win column for the Jets. They get the victory away from home in the division. This is so valuable. And they'll get another shot in their place next time later in the season. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. It's a win for the Jets as we say goodbye from MetLife Stadium.